Hey everybody, Urban back with another review for the day. Sorry, it's been a couple days. Kind of just had the last couple days off, so kind of just been exploring, having fun, and kind of unwinding and relaxing. I said I'd give an update on the MRI type deal. Because I had to turn it into a workman's comp case, I have no update for you because I had to redo everything, all the paperwork on the hospital side and on the job side, and all that. So the bureaucracy and that. So it still hurts, but it's a lot more manageable. I'm getting it around. That's about as much as I can bend it at this point. I keep working on it, but I feel like it's not going to need any surgery. Personally, I feel like it's not. Plus, just giving it to God is all you can really do at that point. Just put your faith that it doesn't have to be a surgery or anything like that. And so far, I've been getting it a lot more where I get my feeling back. I mean, there's parts where if it jams up or gets pumped good enough or hard, it does put a hurting on it. Or if I'm putting too much pressure down on it for too long, it does start to hurt and ache. But nothing is like the first few days of when it happened. I'm doing a lot better without my brace, and kind of just working it out. And, that's all you can really do. So if anything, hope and pray for the best that it doesn't get worse than that and there won't be any surgery required. I personally feel like there won't be any surgery required. If it was bad enough, I don't think I'd be able to do this within the first few days of it being as bad as she claims it to be. So I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling, very, very hopeful, very positive for the future of whenever this gets done and whenever this is figured out. Anyway, that being said, that being over with, today's review is going to be some Kodiak Wintergreen Long Cut. Now, was previously going to do a video. I previously had already made the video about it, cracking it open and everything, but I didn't like the edit of it, so I'm redoing the whole thing and all of that and tossing that one in the garbage. And so that being said, what I think about it, honestly, I never had it before I did the review the first time. And let me tell you, I think it's like the original grizzly, because to me personally, it has the same cut as grizzly, it has the same smell as a grizzly, or as grizzly wintergreen. It has the same like components and texture of the cut and how they're using it. So I think they're putting grizzly in Kodiak and just charging $2 or $3 more, because this was $8 and some change here. So I could only imagine, like in Colorado, it was 13 or 14, if I remember right, somewhere around there. So as you go to different areas, expect it to be a higher price. I think, personally, we're going to still take a good pinch here. But like as you review more and more and get like a texture of it, you'll realize it's like the original grizzly. It's got the same flavor, like the same flavor of it, the same, like, I don't know how to, like the flavorings they use, you know what I'm trying to say. And it has the same burn, the exact same burn as any kind of grizzly you would ever use. So at that point, it's like, is it really worth $3 or $4 more than what you originally paid? No, because it burns like grizzly, has the same cut like grizzly, same dryness like grizzly, all around same flavor profile as grizzly, all around getting more and more, or you're paying, like I said, $3 or $4 more than grizzly in some places. And here, grizzly's more expensive than Copenhagen, weirdly enough. Like Copenhagen wintergreen's $5 and some change, and grizzly wintergreen is, I want to believe, 6 or almost, if not 7 at this point. Like I said, I stay away from grizzly products. Never a big fan of them. Never have been a big fan of them. They always just seem dried out and just have a nasty cut, and their flavor profiling is a little too harsh for me. It's a little too much, like, yeah, Kodiak is good, but it has a really, like, it's just too much of a strong wintergreen for me. You guys remember those old gums that came in them? They started with the W. I think it was like Welberts or Welberings or something like that. They come in that and they had the wintergreen flavor gum. That's what this is. That's what all grizzlies taste like to me. It's just like an extremely overpowering flavor of burning wintergreen, and it kind of makes it unenjoyable when you're sitting here having to keep compressing it, moving it around, because you know just the flavor alone is what's burning the hell out of you. Not to mention the salts they use inside of Grizzly products are like different from most of other dips, the nicotine salts they use in other dips. These ones are more harsh, more like more sting. They I don't know how to explain it. They're just chunkier and offer more of a sting and a burn rather over any other dips you get. So keep that in mind, that Grizzly, the nicotine salts that Grizzly products use are like really different than what normally goes into it. Anyway, I give it like a 2.3, 2.4 solid, honestly, on everything, because it's just an overcharged, overpriced Grizzly, and I wouldn't really recommend it when you can save a few bucks and just continually get the Grizzly and have the same exact everything you're looking for cheaper. Anyway, that's my thoughts on it. That's my reviews. I hope you all have a great Sunday. I hope you all enjoy. Y'all have a wonderful night. We'll see you on the flip.